Hello everybody and welcome back to Europa, where last episode we managed to just barely take advantage of these guys dropping their alliance with Britain, or vice versa. I'm not sure which one dropped their alliance, but we're glad it happened. I don't know why they allied in the first place, so I'm not terribly surprised that they dropped their alliance. But for the moment, we now have a source of naphtha. Now, I don't think we've gotten an event here for that yet. Do we still have our lack of naphtha event, or did we get that? We did get that, I think, actually, now that I think about it. So we should no longer have the malice for our cannon, and that's huge. That means that we can start increasing our cannon in our armies, and that's going to be an absolutely enormous amount of power gain. So that's wonderful. I do want to come in here, and we're at 102 out of 136. That's noted. I want to mothball our forts. That's going to be a very big deal. And we're going to make a state out over this direction. But what do we need for coring? Okay. That's significant. We need to chill for a while here then and work on coring. That absolutely needs to happen. So these guys are going to be drilling. These guys are moving back down over here. These guys are moving over here. So we're currently at a combat width of 32. Okay. So that's correct here. That means that we need to get our back lines brought up to 32. So that means a total of 90 additional units. And we have space for 34. So that is noted. We will need to do something about that. Yaqui separatists out over this direction are back. Okay, sure. We haven't actually had a month tick here, so these guys have full morale. Let's just march them right on down. Okay, so we have a national decision available here. Begin the invasion effort. I don't think we want to do that, but we can complete the Appalachian mountain paths, and that's fantastic. That's really good for us. So we'll absolutely take that. That sounds wonderful. Spain is, I'm sure, not very happy about what we're doing over here. Spanish California is actually threatened by us, so that's good to know. And that's a colonial nation. That's also very good to know. So that seems good. And yeah, our place in the Sun CB, that's absolutely fine. So the lowest cost overextension causing province here, if we sort by cost, we can go to here and we can see it's 49. Okay. We definitely want to... It actually just went up to 50. That's probably due to our corruption increasing. Oh, almost certainly. So we're going to want to do something about that. But we're going to want to get these cores going as soon as we can. So we're going to just do any of these that are possible that cause overextension, because we want to drop this overextension as rapidly as possible. Our corruption is also very painful right now. I'm going to put us to here. And that's going to also be very painful. This is mostly due to overextension and unbalanced research. So our unbalanced research is going to continue to be an issue because our admin tech is low and we need a lot of admin power for coring. So that is understood. We are running admin power. Cahokia rivaled us, sure. Can we promote this guy? He is Romaic. It would cost gold. That's something we can think about maybe a little bit later. So these guys finished up their siege over here, and that's unfortunate. This gets separatism, but whatever. It's fine for now. So we're net negative financially. That is absolutely understood for the moment. We're slowly rooting out some of this corruption, but mostly what we need more than anything, well, we need to get some of these colonies finished up over here. That's definitely kind of priority number one. But we also need to grab this out over here. Okay, so I'm just checking to see. This does not have a colonist and is going to finish very soon. That is our colony that doesn't have a colonist. Actually, there's two. There's this one over here as well. Noted. So that's fine for now. Once we finish up one of those colonies, that will help significantly on our financial front. So that is great. Yeah, that will help, but it's not going to be ideal. Change of strategies, huh? With the increasing effectiveness of gunpowder-based weapons like cannons, the usage of a weapon like Greek fire declines. Whilst it is still more devastating, it is simply outranged by most contemporary cannons. However, as effectiveness and usage declines in the Navy despite it being increasingly easy to manufacture, this increase has led Army commanders to adopt the chemical mixture as an essential component of clay grenades. They intend to use it more frequently to set fire to buildings or the ground to keep enemies at a distance, or just outright put them on fire. Okay, so that's going to give us Greek fire until the end of the game, giving us infantry combat ability plus 10%. That's pretty good. And of course, there's that heavy light ship and galley compatibility and fort defense. Enables indiscriminate bombardment tier 5 government reform. Cool. So that seems fine. For the moment, our primary concern is economic. We're very overextended right now because we had to take this before we were ready. And yeah, as we can see, Cahokia took the rest of this. So that is understood. Upon closer inspection, the Central Valley, as our Hesperidian pioneers have taken to calling it, has proven to have a climate much like our ancestral homeland. The area has demonstrated mild winters alongside long stretches of warm temperatures. Though it sometimes has dry summers, the fact is that it is largely suitable for viniculture. Some still remember the days when wine was plentiful, and some of them are themselves vintners. They have already established themselves in the valley, but with some investment from us, they can spread all across the Hesperidian Central Valley and create plentiful, high-quality wine. Okay, sure. So that's a decision to support them. We've also got looking beyond here, which we don't want to do. Relocate the Albanians. The Guardian Statues of Seagate, huh? I mean, that's actually a good thing to do. We should do that. Support the Hesperidian vintners. Okay, we need 40 development in that valley. Sure, that's going to be a bit. So that's fine for now. So we're quite negative financially. This is mostly due to rooting out of corruption. Cahokian separatists up over here. Sure, these guys are actually not drilling. So that seems fine. There are no forts up in this region, so we're going to just have to head up here. These guys can drill, and these guys can drill. Okay. At this point, I'm going to go ahead and drop our rooting out of corruption down to about here. This is the most we can do. Our corruption is going to grow. So that's fine. We do need to get another core going here, and that's going to be this one. But we're going to see some of these cores beginning to finish soon. Ah, our ruler died. Okay, so that is this ruler down, or rather, they were the leader down over here. Let's put in a general here. That is a kind of terrible general. Okay. And that is very sad. Our stability has dropped. That's understood. Now, we did just finish up a colony as well. And we have a Muskogee separatist revolt down over here. Okay. Let's head up over there, deal with that. Let's unmothball this fort. None of this is terribly surprising, right? So that's all absolutely fine. We're going to move back over this direction. Okay, we don't need to have this fort up. More revolts, huh? Particularists up over here. That's fine. And separatists down over here. So I'm going to unmothball this fort. There we go. And we're going to head right on down and deal with these. No real problem here. We do have some provincial unrest, and that's absolutely noted. This is not necessarily surprising. We are very, very overextended right now. So I want to come up over to here, and then we have these guys down here. Sure. That's not an issue. Okay, so there's that dealt with, and then we're going to fight these down over here. We're going to be able to make a new core soon, and our overextension is going to start dropping soon. Now, we're up over 100 overextension right now. If we have over 100% overextension, we'll be getting some nasty rebels regularly, with them appearing more often the higher the percentage is, right? So this is not surprising. We just need to get our overextension dropped, and we are absolutely working on that. So we're going to be arriving here shortly. This is going to happen on 9 September. I think that should be okay. We'll see if we have enough morale there. So these guys, they're just chilling down over here now. We can unmothball, or rather re-mothball this fort. Get these back to drilling for the moment. Actually, I'm not going to drill our troops right now. We know we have rebels brewing, so that'll be fine for the moment. I don't want to have our morale be low. So we're going to head back over this way for now. We could sell titles, but there's not really a reason to do this. So that sounds good for now. On the next month tick, we can get Herma coring, so we'll definitely do that. We've only got 3 more overextension causing provinces over here that we need to core. So that's looking good. We're making solid progress on that front. There's 2 cores coming through right there. Now, we do need to grant some seats to the Senate, and you'll do? Just that one. Okay. Sounds good. There's another core finishing. Excellent. And Yaqui Separatists down over here, not particularly surprising. I would love to get more of these cores going, but, I mean, in total, we're going to need like 250 admin power to get all of this cord, and then we've got all of this as well, right? So it's going to take a little bit. So we're going to get rid of these Yaki separatists. There's additional separatists up over here. This is all fully expected at this time. So we won the battle out over this way. We're going to cap this right on back. Perfect. Now we're net positive financially right now. I'm thinking about our current situation financially here. We can bring this up to be about here and still be making a tiny bit of money. So our corruption is dropping a small amount, to be sure, but dropping. And financially, we are making money at this moment. Okay, not now, but that's going to be because we're restoring our manpower. So that's fine for now. I like it. Cool. So we do have enough to get one of these coring, and it's going to be this guy. 10 army tradition or 10,000 manpower. I'm actually going to take the 10,000 manpower. We kind of need that. So that looks good. As our overextension drops here, we're going to get ourselves in a much better situation, including financially. But right now, what we really need is to drop that overextension there. Our colony here is now self-sustaining. We want to come colonize right up over here. Just cut off Spanish California as much as possible. We also want to head up over this direction. It looks like Vinland might cut us off over here. That would be very rude. Very, very rude. But we can make a state down this direction. That, of course, means we need more admin power. But that's not a shocker. We definitely knew that that was going to be the case. So this is fine for now. We're going to get this core going. And then all we need is 109 to get this final overextension causing core finished. So that'll be very good. This guy's a skill 3 land maintenance modifier reduction. He's 50% cheaper to employ. This guy is already 50% cheaper to employ. So I'm going to tell this guy no. Not at this time. Okay, are we going to be done with this colony? Oh, this colony is done. I'm going to withdraw our colonist from here. We need to come up over this way because we need to head as this way as we can and hope that Vinland doesn't cut us off too much. Vinland is absolutely working on that, and that is a problem. We are going to turn on Vinland eventually, but we're not in a position to do that right now. So for the time being, that seems reasonably fine. Now, this colony is going to finish very, very soon, and that's understood. Okay. So at this moment, we're making about 5 ducats per month. That's not too bad. Oh, these are our subjects rebels. Cheyenne peasants up over here. They can literally just go take this back. Why don't they? Any particular reason? I don't think there's any particular reason why they're not taking that back, but sure. So our innovativeness is going down right now, that's understood, and we can turn this into a state and we can get another conversion going. You can see we've fallen behind on our conversions. We're at 71 religious unity, and that's absolutely understood. This isn't surprising in any meaningful way. So at this point, I want to check in on our tech. We are Miltech 18, Cahokia is probably 19 by now. Actually, Cahokia is still 18. Britain is 19, Spain is 18, so we're pretty on par at this juncture. Now, we could definitely work on embracing global trade. That is a theoretically good option. And I would also absolutely love to get this core going. So that'll drop our overextension significantly. We finished up a colony, and we have 1 unit of separatists. Okay. So that's fine. We're going to want to come colonize out over this direction. Okay. And then, of course, we need to come deal with these rebels, which we knew was likely going to be a thing. Let's make this a seat in Parliament. I like it. So that all seems fine for now. This colony is now self-sustaining, and we can send that colonist somewhere. I'd love to go here. We can't do that. I'd love to go here. We can't do that either. So we're going to have to go here instead. Actually, I changed my mind. This doesn't matter as much as this does. So we should definitely head down this direction. Okay, so we got this rebellion taken care of. No problem there. We're probably going to have more, to be sure. And that's completely fine. All of our overextension causing provinces are currently coring, so now we should just sort by cost, and we should just get these done as rapidly as we can. So Miami Separatists up over here, we're going to go deal with those. No problem whatsoever there. Excellent. So there's another core finishing. Perfect. Lose 200 population or 50 dip power? I'm going to take the population hit, actually. That's a brand new colony. It's a little painful, but we definitely could use the dip power. That's for sure. So we're going to get another couple of cores going here. Ooh. Base tax and base production? That's excellent. Okay, noble rebels down over here. That's not terribly shocking. So I'm going to enable this fort here. And we're going to come down and crush them. No big deal there. So that seems fine for now. We'll try to ease the tension. For right now, we want to chill. We do not want to go to war for a while. So this is fine for the moment. We're going to head back up over here. We're going to mothball this fort. We just need to get everything back under control, right? So we're going to get these cores going. That seems fine. There's another core done. We're down below 50% overextension. So that looks great. And, I mean, the Dynatoi are not happy, but they'll get over it. They will definitely get over it. We are going to have more rebels soon. But not that month, I guess. Let's get another core done here. We've got many more to go. Our admin power is going to be over here for a while. Our colony out over here is now self-sustaining. We could go down over here, and that's exactly what we're going to do. We are going to run out of places to colonize soon. So that's noted. This colony is progressing reasonably swiftly. Spanish Peru and Spanish California, they're at war with Inca. We're going to decline this. We're not going to give them access. We would rather Inca win this, or at least that Spain have to work harder for it. So, no, on that one. So that looks good for now. And we are absolutely interested in expanding our military. So we can root out more corruption at this moment, and I'm going to do that. This is maxing our rooting out of corruption. Still not very fast, to be sure. But it's something anyway. And we're definitely interested in getting some additional cannon going here. So I'm going to start expansion of this army here. And we know that we want to bring this up to 32 in terms of its combat width, right? I mean, it's not necessarily going to be ready. But we are going to have a bit of a hard time with that. It's okay. It'll take some time. So 50 admin power, absolutely. We need all the admin power we can get our hands on right now. That sounds great. So we're going to get a bunch of cores going here. There we go. And we still need quite a lot more admin power to get this all done. That's fine. We'll have that done fairly soon. Also note that we're over our governing capacity. That is noted. So one thing we could potentially do about that is we can start building specifically like town halls. Well, even courthouses would be fine. So that's absolutely something we can think about once we have a little bit more money flowing in, which we will soon enough, but this money is currently going here, right? And that's going to be pretty painful. Financially and potentially also in terms of supply limit. So that's good note. That's definitely noted. Yeah, we're net negative financially right now. That's not surprising, considering how many cannon we just queued up here. So that's absolutely okay for right now. It'll take a little bit more time. We've got to drop our overextension a little bit more. Spartan Noble Rebels? Okay, sure. These guys are still not going in and taking this back. Okay. Let's get some military access from Vinland. And I'm going to send this army all the way around to go take that back for them. Okay. So we're net negative financially at this moment. That's absolutely understood. That means that we need to drop our rooting out of corruption, and that's fine. Our corruption is still going down because our overextension is much, much, much better now. So that's good. The Dynatoi are still upset. The Clericoi are also a little bit upset. So that's absolutely fine for now. So at this point, what are we interested in doing? Well, we need to get more coring done. That's for sure. And these cores are going to take some time. No doubt about it. We need to get all of this completed, and this is the only one of them that's actually going to be instant. Let's just get that out of the way so that the autonomy can drop there. So that'll be fine. And we've now arrived up over here. That was actually faster than I expected. Our colony down over here is now self-sustaining, but look at this. Vinland has cut us off here. Very rude. Well, we knew it was only a matter of time before we'd run out of colonial space out over here. So that's understood. That's going to create some friction between us and Vinland, to be honest. It's absolutely going to create some friction. We're going to start filling in some of these gaps out over here then, and that's fine. So we're definitely going to need to fight Vinland eventually. We're not really in a position where we want to do that at this moment, and we're allied with them right now. This would be a truce. They're also allied with Portugal. How strong is Portugal in this game? We haven't really had much of a run-in with them. Hypothetical. Actually, that coalition isn't that much stronger. I mean, they've got Commonwealth there, but Portugal themselves, not that strong. So that's definitely good to know. Very, very good. We can get a core done here and here. We'll do both of those. That seems great. And we are absolutely working through this admin deficit, but it's taking time. Not that this is surprising. So at this point, we can see that these guys, they are here, and yeah, 34 peasant regiments rising up in revolt in Alesia. This is fine. This is literally right here, and we're going to just crush them. No problem whatsoever there. Perfect. So that's fine. At this point, we need to start thinking about splitting our army. So specifically, what I mean to say is, once we get to this stage of the game in Europa, I will very often split our forces into being essentially two armies where we're intending that we have our two armies stick together mostly and fight together. So what this ends up meaning in practice is that this has a combat width of 16 and this has a combat width of 16, and they're intended to both fight at the same time, but they're split so that they can stand in different provinces. That's what that ends up meaning. So we need to get 3 more cannon here and 3 more cannon here. And that's indeed exactly what we're going to do. That means that we need more leaders, and that's absolutely fine. So each of these armies are going to be on their own reasonably strong, but they're going to be half combat width, and we need to keep that in mind. If we're going to fight big battles, they should be fighting together, is the way that that works. So we're going to head on down over here, and we're going to get another one of these cores going. The cores are definitely progressing. We're about to be done with overextension, and there's another conversion finished, so that's absolutely wonderful. Okay, so we, at this point, need 116, I think. Our natural scientist died. We should replace this guy. So this level 3 yearly prestige is not great. We've got this production efficiency guy. He's not an accepted culture, so we wouldn't be able to promote him up. Not accepted culture. This guy's accepted culture. Do we care about yearly inflation reduction? To be honest, not really. Not terribly much. Okay. I'm going to sell titles here. There we go. And using this money, we're going to hire in... This guy's 39. Okay. We're going to hire in this guy. He's already skill 3. So that looks good for now. That'll bring us up to 14 admin power per month. That is absolutely noted. -1 diplomatic power per month. Okay, yeah. That's a bit of a problem. We will address that soon. So for now, that seems absolutely fine. Negative 0.45 financially. What is that actually? Negative 4.11? 4.26? 4. Okay, sure. We reduced our overextension, giving us some admin power, so that's good. And we can then use that to get this core going. Excellent. We have Cheyenne Separatists up over here. It looks like they're already dealt with, so that's no problem. So all we need now is this core. Understood. Harvest failure? Oof. Okay. That's not great at this juncture. So we are dropping our corruption by 0.59 per year. I want to bring this down to be maybe just 0.5 per year. About here. That's fine. We do need to balance expanding our military with, well, not expanding our military. So that is something to note. I would very, very much like to get our military expansion completed sooner rather than later. But there's all of our coring done. And for now, we'll call that a win. It is time to put a cut in here, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. And next episode, we're going to start heavily expanding our military, but we'll need our economy to expand a bit for that as well. But the majority of this money, to be honest, is going into rooting out of corruption, so we can work on that. You can leave your offerings to the engagement gods in the form of likes, comments, subscribes, and bell ringings, and a very special thank you to all of the channel members for making this video possible, including ALS Gamer, Dark Horse, Ethan Feldman, Upper Cumberland Gamers, Nick Smarty, Dimitri H, Punching the Microphone, The Lounge STL, and all the rest. And of course, you. Thank you for watching. If you'd like to support the channel, you can click the join button down below the video, and as always, I will see you all next time.